Hey guys, my name is Alex, and I am YouTube's ultimate sex coach, sex teacher, master of all things sex on YouTube. Just trust me on that. Don't listen to what anyone else says, just trust me on that. I am the ultimate sex expert. In today's video, I am reacting to popular comedienne Nikki Glaser on her Conan appearance where she is giving a lot of sex advice on national TV. It's being broadcasted worldwide, and so I want to see if this is good sex advice, if it's anything that we should be listening to and adopting in our own sexual repertoire and using it to become better at sex. I want to find out if she knows what she's talking about. Okay? So we're gonna watch this video together. We're gonna see what it's all about. All right? But wait. Okay, hold on. Before we get into this video, I just want to ask you to go ahead and subscribe because that helps me out. It helps you out because I put out daily videos, and you don't want to miss out on that because my daily videos are frankly pretty awesome because I'm making them, and well. Yeah, just do what you want, but, you know, just subscribe. That'd be cool, too. All right, let's watch this thing.
Nikki Glaser banging. You excited about this?
I'm so excited about it. What I've decided to do with this special is really get across some messages that I've been wanting to tell men, but I'm too scared to tell it to their face.
All right, right off the bat, if you are too afraid to tell someone something about sex or communicate or say, like, dude, when we're banging, you're not doing this right, or you're hurting me, or it's just something's off. I know a lot of people are afraid to say this to their partner, but if you are with someone that you're banging, like she is in her Netflix special, then you should feel comfortable enough. If you're comfortable enough to have sex with them, you should be comfortable enough to talk to them, have an honest discussion with them. So, yeah, just kind of get over your fear of talking to someone and do it in a way that's not critical, but in a way that's maybe like that you're helping them, you're giving them advice, or you're just telling them, this is what I feel, and it doesn't reflect on you at all, but it's just what I want, and I want to provide really good sexual experiences to you too, and so I want to hear what you have to say about sex, and I want to give you my feedback on sex as well. If you have the courage and the bravery, honestly, to do this in relationships, your sex is going to get so much better, and you don't have to guess what your partner likes and kind of, I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, you get the idea.
Because it's hard to communicate. So this is kind of a special for, you know, girls to put on and like laugh really hard to let their boyfriends know, like, oh yeah, you shouldn't me when I'm dry.
So if there's a huge community of women that are also having this issue where you are just not able to talk to your partner and tell them what you want, then why are you having sex with them in the first place? Talk to your partner, tell them what you want, create this relationship in which you're discussing sex and the sex is going to get better, and then you don't have to resort to pushing this comedy special onto your boyfriend or guy, whatever you're doing sexually, whoever you're doing sexually, and try to like subliminally teach them how to have better sex. Just talk to your partner, and this goes for men too. Men and women should both be trying to talk to your partner and figure out what they like sexually. Otherwise, the sex is going to be bad. Otherwise, there's not going to be any improvement, okay? And if you want good sex, there needs to be communication.
Like that's mainly the big problem stuff. We're getting when we're dry way too much.
So this actually does highlight a common issue with sexual relationships, and it is that men and women even aren't taking the time to psychologically stimulate. They think that all they have to do is touch the right places and do the right things and thrust the right way, and that creates a great sexual experience, whereas in reality that is just a very, very small part of what makes good sex. Good sex is a psychological experience. It's a psychological journey, really, of arousal and passion and stimulation. And it happens in the mind first, and it is driven by the mind. So if you're not doing anything to turn your partner on, then yeah, the sex isn't going to be good no matter how great you think you are at physical stimulation or how amazing your body parts are. And in body parts, I'm referring to penis. No matter how amazing you think it is, no amount of physical stimulation will ever provide a great sexual experience if there is no psychological aspect to it, if there's no arousal, excitement, immersion in the experience. It just can't happen like that. Sex is primarily determined by psychological factors. So don't go in dry. Yeah, like she says, actually take the work to build arousal and turn your partner on and talk to them and dirty talk. Get them aroused so that you're not just thrusting away and doing nothing good for you or your partner.
We're getting when we're dry way too much. It's an epidemic facing this nation. It's
So part of this epidemic, as she says, is a result of the way in which sex kind of happens in movies and porn, where often you don't have the time in a movie or a porn to show 20 minutes of foreplay and arousal and kissing and talking and touching and this connecting part. Most of the time it's just like, here's my penis and we're gonna bang now and it's gonna be amazing and you're gonna be screaming in ecstasy the entire time. And that is just not how sex works in real life. You need the psychological aspect of it. Especially for women, they need something to latch onto psychologically. They need something that keeps them in the moment, keeps them immersed and psychologically stimulated. That is going to create a great sexual experience, not just showing them your penis and then they get so aroused they just want to have penetration right after that in 2 seconds.
I mean, even my gynecologist uses lube, and I do feel insulted when she does. I'm like, I can get there. Like, tell me how much you make a year. But even she.
So there you go. She needs something to get her there. She needs some sort of communication, dirty talk, something that's arousing and mentally stimulating to get her there. So if you're not doing any of these things and you're just relying on physical stimulation and sex, the sex isn't going to go anywhere. So if you make a lot of money, then let your partner know you make a lot of money, and that's going to be an instant turn on.
Yeah.
Is this going to air? Is this going to go on television?
None of this ever
This is like a family network we have.
It's all very helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very, very
These
helpful.
are public health tips.
It's all very helpful. People need to learn this sex advice, apparently. And it's so far nothing that groundbreaking. Yeah, you need to arouse your partner. You can't rely on physical stimulation. But let's see what else she has to say.
Going down, I have a whole thing about going down on women, where guys need to be doing it more, and a lot of guys like think that they can just be like, no, I don't do that, and it's like, well, why? And they're like, I don't really like it. I'm like, do you think I like doing that to you?
All right, this is a big problem, and I think it's the result of kind of our society's preponderance of casual sex and sex that's with strangers and people that you don't care about. If you don't want to do anything sexually, then you don't have to, and there's no expectation that you should. If you're in a relationship with someone and they express that these are things that they want, that'll give them pleasure, then you should want to do them. Even if you don't necessarily like doing them yourself, you should want to do them so that, because it's something that your partner has expressed and you have this connection, you have this relationship. But if you're just having casual sex with people, then there's none of that driving force of like, yeah, I want to do something just to create a great sexual experience. If I'm not going to ever see you again, then why should I even try, right? And it's a problem with just kind of the way society is right now. The best sexual experiences that you can have are going to be with someone that you're connected with, in a relationship with, that you've gotten to know, that you've gotten comfortable with, you feel safe with. That way you can completely express yourself, completely lose yourself in the moment. And you'll enjoy doing all of these things with them that, yeah, maybe seem like a chore or are not fun if you're just with a stranger, because it's kind of like, well, what am I getting out of this? If you want good sex, then you should seek long-term sexual relationships where you can get to know someone for the reasons that I just highlighted. Also, if this is something that she wants and she's not getting, perhaps it's kind of her fault because she's not expressing that this is something that she wants. The thing, again, with casual hookups and meeting strangers or just not discussing sex with your sexual partner is that how can they possibly know what you want if you don't express it to them, if you don't tell them? So someone's not just going to go out of their way and start doing something crazy, it's just assuming that you might like it. They're not going to. They're just going to kind of stick with vanilla stuff that they're experienced with, that they know they like, and they're not going to branch out, because if they guess and they guess wrong and you hate the sex, that's going to feel badly. They're not going to like that, and so why risk that? And so if you're having this casual sex with someone or you're not discussing sex, there's all this guesswork, and you're just doing sexual things with them without any intention on getting to know them or providing sexual experiences that you know they'll love. And so that's a huge problem with just hooking up with people. The sex is never going to be as good as it could be if you were with someone that you're comfortable with, you've discussed sex, you've talked about sex, and you're just free to express yourself and completely lose yourself in the moment.
I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
Andy's learning a
I'm
lot.
gonna watch it. I'm gonna write down notes as I watch it back.
Yeah.
And pause it. Yeah.
So we have on this notepad, don't go in dry, and perform more oral if you're a guy. Okay. I don't know if I need a notepad to jot those notes down, but you know, some people learn in different ways than me.
Sucking.
Okay.
You need to be.
We're out of
Girls are always like, how do I tell my boyfriend? How do I do it? And there's this weird thing that you can do. It's very subtle when they're going down on you. Just go suck my and just tell them.
All right, well, she's kind of right on that one. I would consider that dirty talk. Dirty talk is a great thing to interject into sex. It's going to keep your partner in the moment, aroused. Maybe if you've been silent the entire time, don't just come out with that. But, you know, dirty talk, communication, that is the key to having great sex. So, yeah, she's right about that one. Talk to your partner, ask them what they want, tell them what you want. Create this sexual relationship in which you guys are working together to create the most amazing sexual experiences you possibly can for each other. That is how you make amazing sexual experiences. It's not by just meeting some stranger at a bar and banging it out and, you know, having your orgasm and then never seeing that person ever again. That's not good sex.
Was this good?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, this is my final show. Nick, you're
go ahead.
educating a
Okay,
very
go ahead.
uptight Catholic boy.
So I'm not sure there was much education to be found. There were some funny punchlines in there. But I think the overall gist of this video and my reaction to it is to communicate with your partner, get to know them on a deeper level, on a sexual level, and your sex will be amazing and so much better for so many reasons. Alright, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. If you didn't already in the beginning, I don't know why you wouldn't have in the beginning, unless you just didn't trust that these videos would be amazing. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this analysis, come back for more. I'm doing daily uploads, so ton of sex advice and philosophy and psychology of sex videos coming out. So be sure to stay tuned, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.